All right, so today what we want to talk about is we want to talk about making critical shots. So you're going to find that this is absolutely a necessity when it comes to working in the real world. Critical shots, they come in a variety of different circumstances, but what we're really going to focus on is essentially making a critical shot to eliminate something like a hostage taker or a situation where we got to put someone down who is essentially placing other innocents in jeopardy. So we have a few drills that we work with our students or operators to be able to start to reinforce these principles, because there really is two different types of shooting. Obviously, if I have an imminent threat that's focused on me, that's going to be one specific type of shooting. But when I need to take a critical shot, meaning that I only have a very small window of opportunity to take the shot, based upon the size of the target that's presented to me, the distance, my skill level. The clock is always ticking because of an active killing type incident or another individual placing somebody in imminent jeopardy. I need to be able to make that shot and make sure that my shots are not placing anyone else in the environment in jeopardy. And so we're going to give you a few ideas about where you can start to develop these skills. And we'll start off by just getting a real simple warm-up. We already talked about the 3-inch circle drill. Well, I just put a simple credit card here just for reference. You'll see a lot of guys get super technical in their target design and everything else. Guys, cardboard and markers. I can draw as large of a circle as I want, as small as the circle I want. I can print up targets off the internet. I can paste them on here. I'm really not concerned about how it looks or about spending a bunch of money on fancy targets. There may be times when that's appropriate, but the biggest thing is let's just get to work so that we can start developing our skill. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work from roughly about 3 to 5 yards right here. And as I warm up, again, no time on the clock. I just want to come up and I'm working on critical shot placement. Now with critical shots, we talked about last time, the biggest issue that we see with shooters is not their mechanics, it is their psychology when it comes to accepting recoil and not anticipating the shot. That's the most difficult thing to overcome as a shooter, because the reason why you're anticipating isn't because you're afraid of the gun. Once you've gotten to a certain level in your skill and your experience, you're anticipating because you have anxiety about not hitting, right? You're afraid of missing, and so we have to overcome that. So we'll start with just the warm-up. So I'm going to come out, okay? Come up on target. Now I'm going to come up on target. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to see my sight. My trigger fingers in proper position. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I break the shot to the rear. I want to accept recoil. When I psychologically accept recoil, what that means is I'm just going to let recoil happen. I'm not trying to fight it. Okay. And I'm not trying to focus too much and worry too much about missing the shot. I just want to focus on a good clean trigger press and letting recoil happen. Now you can also break this down. So I could start from the holster. I'm running a concealment garment here. My eye stays focused on the target when I'm shooting. I'm looking at what I want to hit. Because in the real world, when you are dealing with a threat, an imminent threat or an immediate threat right in front of you, you're going to get target lock. Your vision is going to lock on the target. So I'm looking at what I want to hit. The head should stay suspended in the air. It doesn't move. One of the biggest errors that we see when guys are bringing the gun up into their final firing position is they typically mount the gun about an inch or so low, below their line of vision, their line of sight. And then we'll see them start to turtle, find their sights, and break the shot. That is an inefficiency. We always want to train to bring the gun up to the eye. So my head is fixed, I'm looking at what I want to hit. As I acquire the weapon, I come up on target, the weapon comes up to the eye, and I break the shot. I do my break and scan, slowly and reluctantly holstering, and I get set up again. So, up on this side, same thing. I'm just taking my time. This is my time to work. This is my time to get warmed up for the work that we're going to do next. So I come up, I see what I need to see, and I break the shot. Do my break and scan, and I come back. So this is all from the holster. There's lots of ways to draw from concealment. Look up other videos on how to do that. Clearly, I'm clearing the garment right here with my fire control hand. I can also clear the garment with my support hand and break the shot. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever your comfort level is. Okay, once you've done that work, I like to get a few reps from ready positions. Lots of ready positions. We'll put out more videos on the ready positions out there. Let's just work from a couple different ones. So let's look at the SWAT position. I'm here, I'm looking at what I want to hit, I roll in and I break the shot. Okay, traditional low ready position, weapons right here, looking at what I want to hit, I'm bringing the gun up and I break the shot. High compressed ready, weapon here, same thing, I come up, I see my sights and I break the shot. Let's look at a high ready, weapons here in front of the face, I pivot the weapon in and I break the shot. Then let's do a hand break where the hands are broken apart, I'm looking at what I want to hit, this simulates running, moving people, whatever I need to do in the environment to get in a position to make my shot. So I start with a hand break, hands come together, I acquire the grip and I break the shot. So take some time doing this when you're working. This is a really good warm-up. I'm working from a lot of different positions based on your setup. If I was wearing a duty rig, had my tack vest on and all kinds of things, I would be focused on that. If you're running concealment garment, however you choose to carry your weapon, whatever your role is in society, whether you're a responsible armed citizen, law enforcement, military, come out and this is just a good warm-up. I just look at all kinds of different possibilities and I get working. But the most important thing is, as we come forward here to the target, the most important thing is my consistency. Regardless of what I'm doing, I'm ensuring that when I come up, that trigger is prepped, I see my sights, and I'm accepting recoil so I can make this critical shot.